small leap for autism, one giant leap for all autism kind.
Bringing you a dope way of thinking.
I spike 12 high on the beat. Let's go.
Universe, super dope kids.
500 stacks. 500 stacks. Bringing you a dope way of thinking.
Universe, super dope kids.
500 stacks. You know what? 500 stacks.
Well, damn, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Yo, Big Boxx.
Lil Boxx.
Connis Universe of the Autism, episode 4, season 4.
Greetings, my friend.
All right, you dig. Now let's pick up where we left off. We'll just be having to make these, 8-9 minutes so they're not going too long. But we be getting in the depth of conversations. But we're gonna pick up where we left off, son. And with that being said, saying how you used your models that you created and it helped you in so many ways. So what type of advice would you give a parent for a child that has similar struggles as you? What would you tell a parent?
With the struggles I've experienced?
With some of the struggles you've experienced, yes.
The advice I would give to all parents who has an autistic friend, child, or family member, give them all the love, the creativity, and support that they need. 110%. Allow them. Do not think of them as a burden or as another basic child in the family. Raise them as much as you can. Raise them like a normal human being, because you will never know if they'll have potential. Give the help they need. Because it's all about growth and identity. And a lot of autistic people all grew up with growth and identity. And also, they also grew up with the most creative minds. Like, for example, my favorite actors, Billy West and Dan Aykroyd, they might have their own struggles too, but they both had creative mindsets. Like, the voice actor Billy West, he was in stuff like that Rayman Amos series and the Ren and Stimpy show. I really love those shows, by the way. And for Dan Aykroyd, when he did Ghostbusters, when I was watching a documentary for it, he says he loves law enforcement and ghosts and just mashed that up together. Like, it was genius. I've been really supporting these people since day one. It's not just Billy West and Dan Aykroyd. There's a lot of autistic voice actors, musicians, entertainment people, and the list goes on and on. So what I'm trying to say is, try to see that potential in your autistic child, because you will never know in the whole wide world universe that they may be one step ahead of your plans, because you cannot decide who they want to be. Only they can decide what they want to be. It doesn't have to happen soon, but it has to happen through struggle, trauma, growth, identity, and trying to find the right place in their world, and most importantly, their brain and their heart.
Gotcha. That's dope. That's overall, but I know why you, overall with any child, but I know why you push the issue, because it's kind of like a lot of people always kind of asked, like, how did you get Lil Boxx to be this way? And I'm like, I didn't get him really to be this way. I just didn't tell him what I always say, don't use autism as a what?
an excuse or crutch.
Exactly. And I always say that I raise him just like I raise any of my other kids, just like I've been blessed to see some of my siblings raise their kids, some of my cousins raise their kids, some of my elders raise their kids. I raise them no different. And I'm not going to tell him there's no excuses. There's no excuses. Like when you were 5 years old, and I always tell that story, I said, they think you can't do it. They think you have to do it this way, or you have to do it that way. You're going to do it the way that everybody else do it. Now, if you need to take a little bit more time, you need a little bit more help, so be it. But you're not going to have to go through and not do it like any normal or what's considered normal kid, because I don't want you to never not think you're not normal or you're that different or something's wrong with you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And this is a good time to tell them, you're getting a real diploma this year. It ain't no just a certificate, right?
No.
Because remember at one time, bless our heart, one of the teachers who really loved him when he was in elementary always was saying, like, when he finished school, he could just go get the job at this and he could bag groceries, and we don't think he gonna be able to do this and do that. Remember I told you that? And I said, you're gonna have to show him all what you can do. And he's come leaps, bounds, and everything, because at the end of the day, I'm an old school parent too. I don't get no excuses. I don't hear what you can't do. I don't hear none of that. Figure it out and tell me what you need, and we gonna make it happen, right, son?
Affirmative.
That's how we rock. My son Nugget could tell you the same. His sisters could tell you as well. You know what I mean? I just want you to always have the best what?
Quality of life.
And that's it. And I tell him all the time. I said, you're gonna your siblings and your cousins your age, they're gonna check up on you as you become an adult. But I always say, do you want to live by yourself, or do you want somebody to be towering over you? And that little boy like his space, and he loved to do his own thing. So ain't no way he accepting that. He like, nah, I'm gonna make sure I make it happen. And just give him the resources and the information he need. And so very proud of him for that, man. Man, y'all have no idea what y'all actually can see, and y'all will be seeing of what we coming with in the future. And especially, I know now y'all hearing the actual new theme song. Shout out Ice Mike for that. Connis University of Autism, that's for his show. And then that song is also available on every streaming platform, and also Boxx-A-Million.com. Click the Connis of the Universe, Connis University of Autism tab to get a lot of more things dealing with Lil Boxx as well. You heard me?
And let me tell you, that new theme song Ice Mike just made, now that's a real 1990s banger right there. It reminds me of all the classic 1990s superhero shows that you would always look at. You're like X-Men, Spider-Man, and the Tick.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Also, it reminds me of that Slick Rick song, Behind Bars.
That's what y'all gotta understand too. And before cutting out, y'all know I'm a music head. Y'all know I'm a hip hop head. Y'all know I'm one of the dopest MCs. And my son is 100% a music head, and that's one thing he has done over the years as well, is he's basically replaced a lot of his stemming as well with music, but he still would stem a little bit with it when he's really into the music, you could tell. And he's getting better and better at it. Y'all gonna be hearing more music from him soon. This is just to roll out and get wet his whistle, and then we got more things to be coming from our other kids as well. But man, but we're gonna be having to sign off. But what we're gonna do is, I'm not gonna leave y'all for each year just for Connis University of Autism. We're gonna be dropping in intermittently and giving you more episodes as he get older, just to get things off his mind. It's a lot changed recently. We've upgraded on a lot of levels, from living situations to just doing stuff with music. So it's a lot more things I'm getting together music wise, audio, visual, and with the stuff he's doing. But anyway, I'm rambling. That's Connis Universe of the Autism. We about to sign off for this season, for at least for the month of April. But we'll be back hopefully this summer. Big Boxx,
Lil Boxx,
Connis Universe of the Autism. See you in a little bit. Peace.
stay gold.
Ready. 500 stacks, bringing you a dope way of thinking. Boxx-A-Million.
Boxx-A-Million. Boxx-A-Million.
Mighty Lion of Judah.